How many people missed some time from work because you had to take a sick child or perhaps an elderly relative to the doctor? Wow, I see great potential for natural healing here. My goal for today is to share with you my best tips after many years in holistic healthcare. I'll be sharing with you products that are simple and easy to use, inexpensive. Most of the things I'll recommend cost less than $10, and I have no financial interest in any of the products I recommend. They're safe, they're effective, they're so safe the FDA has approved them, even for small children. But first I'm going to tell you how I got involved in this. I grew up wanting to be a doctor like my dad. I went to Harvard like my dad, and I thought I was heading for medical school. But then I read a book called Let's Eat Right to Keep Fit, one of the classics of holistic healthcare. And the light bulb went off. I said, oh my God, you can actually prevent and even treat chronic illnesses using a healthy diet and supplements. So my life kind of took a major turn at that point. And so it was that I graduated from Harvard at the top of my class and opened a health food store instead of going to medical school. I spent the next 15 years in the store. It was a small store. I was at the cash register next to the supplement department, and I was very interested in what people were buying, what worked for them, what feedback I could get for them. And over the years, I collected all this direct personal experience from my customers. Then, about 15 years later, I had a real aha moment. I was going running one morning with my running partner, heading for Fresh Pond in Cambridge, right near my store. Just as we were going by my health food store, my running buddy said, you know, I can't do this. I have cramps. I can't run. I said, I think I have something in my store for you. We went in the back door of the store, and I got a little tube of one of these natural medicines, and we got in the car to drive home. She popped a couple pellets in her mouth, and by the time we got to the next stoplight, she looked at me and she said, could this stuff have worked this fast? And then I realized there is so much potential to change healthcare in America. By teaching people like you, I want to teach folks like you what I know, so you can treat yourselves and your kids with these safe and effective natural medicines. In fact, you know what? Kids love this stuff. I'm going to tell you my favorite story from many years of sharing this with people. I should say that I'm now a holistic healthcare provider at the Lydian Center for Innovative Healthcare in Cambridge, Mass., where I see private clients. One of my longtime clients brought her little boy in. He was just a year old. And she had already started using some natural things for him. She was bringing him in for eczema, but he'd had a lot of teething pain. And she told me this wonderful story. She said she had bought these simple teething tablets, these natural teething tablets in the health food store. And not only did it seem to relieve his pain immediately, but here's the amazing thing. She'd pick up the tube, and as soon as the little boy, he was 10 months old, he'd hear the rattle of the pellets in the tube. He would start going like this, because he knew that help was on the way. This is how we know these are not placebo effect. So what I'll be sharing with you are things that hundreds of my clients have used. So they tell me they don't get sick even once the entire winter. These things are easily available online, in health food stores, even in some drugstores. I call them hidden in plain sight. I bet you've walked by them a million times, but you didn't know how to use them. You've been waiting for someone like me to come along and teach you about them and empower you to use them for yourself and your family. So I bet you're wondering, if these things are so fabulous, how come I haven't heard of them? There's a simple answer. If you can buy a tube of a natural healing product for $7.95 and you get enough to last you for a whole winter, there's not a lot of money in there for the PR department. There's no money to buy one of those million-dollar drug ads on TV. In fact, your doctor probably hasn't heard of the things I'll be recommending, because doctors are really busy people. I can say that because my dad was a doctor, and I could see how hard he worked. They don't really have time to go studying natural healing. They pretty much get their information from the drug sales reps and ads in the medical journals. In other words, from the pharmaceutical companies. So they don't actually know about this stuff. And that's why I'm here. I'm kind of like the PR department for these natural products, to teach you and share with you the best of what I've learned over all these years.